All right, we're gonna plug this in for the first time and see what happens. Well, heard a kick on. That's lighting up, so that's good. Obviously, sold out's gonna show up. None of the lights work. Oh, maybe a faint light in there. Yeah, I got a little bit of light in there. Well, both of them are a little lit up. Middle one's kind of hard to see there, but here we'll show you how we look at everything else going on here. Obviously no power to this because it's not connected to anything. We'll have to get the bill acceptor in there so we can start seeing that. So we can see what's going on. Everything here appears to be all right. We'll have to obviously get this one turned on to see how that's really going. Oh, come on. And it did come with a coin bucket. That's nice. Sometimes you don't get those when you go through an auction, so that's solid. Let's see what it looks like in here. Flip that tab over. There was a tab in this one we found when we were moving it, so I do have that. As you can see here, the bulbs are, this one's burnt out. Got a little life to it, but not much. Easily replace those. At least we know they work. That's running. We'll let that run for a few more minutes. Be able to check and see what happens to see if it gets cold. All of these are in place, which is good. On the front side there, we'll close this real quick. Some of these things we can't check until we get some stuff in there to actually make sure that it's going to be good. So we do have that lever. We'll have to get that in there. But see, someone left a bunch of stickers on these, and then even below them are the numbers. So we've had to do this with another unit we have, the same one. You got to take these off. Sometimes you get some alcohol wipes to wipe them off, or Goo Gone, depending on what surface you're working on. But I know for sure the isopropyl alcohol does not affect this face here. And most time you can get these off, but you still want to get the sticky stuff off just so it doesn't catch any stuff on location. But with that saying $1.50, you can go in there and see that's just one of those printable labels from a label maker. It says $1.50 on there, and you can see that says $1.50. I'm assuming all the other ones have them on there, but you can get inside here. I'll show you. And you can take that $1.50 off there, and then you just have an arrow. And if you need to, you can just print another one. The best way to get inside there, the easiest way, the only way to get inside there is to open up back where we just were. Open this, and then you get a nut driver. Unscrew these. There's two nuts up here, and then none underneath here, just kind of as a lip there, and we'll get behind there. So let me get our nut driver. Okay, we're back with our 11/32 nut driver. That just takes these two off here. They kind of slide back and forth. Doesn't take much to get them loose. But they are all the way in there, so you do have to take these nuts all the way off. Take that off, and then like I said, this just kind of falls out of there nice and easy. And then there's all your switches. Put everything where you can keep it later. So as you can see, here's all your switches. Now to get these off, you gotta be very gentle, and these just kind of pop out. I get nervous doing this, but these just pop out of there like that. And there's just a spring inside there, which I'll show you here in just a second. So to get that face off that we were talking about, pop these little white things in there. Comes out the front side. And then, so your spring goes in here. And then those would pinch together once that's down. Inside there, these pinch together. And now you can see the face. And all this is just, this pops off of here. Let's see if I can. So that just pops off of there. So you can see this has the $1.50 on there as well. So we'll take that, peel that off best we can. And I have no idea how long these have been on here. Sometimes they like to stick really well. All right, and then try to get the best pull you can so there's nothing left behind. It's a little faded. I don't know if you can tell on the camera or not if it's going to pick up. A little faded 150 in there, but nothing bad. And as I said, we'll have to scrape that residue off there, which you can see on there. If we tilt it enough, you can see that there's residue on there. We'll have to scrape that off, which we will do later. Then you would just simply put that back on there. And you have to, once you put it back on the other side, you have to tell which way is up and down. And we'll put this back on. Obviously, we'll peel this green and orange sticker off here. Actually, I like to put that in there first. And then that just snaps back on. Boom. And then we can peel these off. These come off fairly well, these kind of stickers. So there's other stickers we've had over the top of them that do not come off as easy. They leave a lot of the residue behind and glue. This came off right, and we'll clean that. So then what you do is you go back on the other side. You have to make sure you depress this spring. Then you'll pinch that in. Make sure your arrow is pointed the correct way. So from this side, we're going to want this one pointing up because it was pointing up towards the upper on the live display. You pinch those two white feet together, slide them through there. They pop out. Make sure they line up with their holes that are in here. Give a little wiggle if you need to, and they pop back out. And then this, you can line that up as well. Just pops right back in there. Just got to make sure it pops in till you hear it click, and then it will hold itself in there like that. The only thing you have to be really careful with on here, I don't know if you can see it, there's little nuts here, little plastic nuts, and these ones are on pretty tight, so that's good. But they get faded over time, especially if they're exposed to elements or anything, and they will break off. We'll try to get you in there. Yeah, that's a little nut right there. Will break off. You can order more, but I suggest not messing with them if you don't have to, because there's two little things right there on each side. We can get those just so you can see those are what keep those in the spot. And with that nut pressed against there, it holds it in place, so you don't have to worry about that. And that's if you take the whole entire assembly out, which you shouldn't do unless you have to. And this one still has the labels for it, so you can see it's 1 through 5. You have 5 signed on there, and then you have your number 9 down here. So 1 through 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9 down through there. So that obviously corresponds with your buttons on the front. So that is how you would change those labels, clean them up. Like I said, we'll go through, do all of them, take those stickers off the front plate. If you want to continue to watch our journey on fixing this machine and the rest of our vending journey, please like and subscribe. And until next time, keep snacking and stacking.